Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about Dodgers-Padres final game of a 3-game series. As you can tell, because I'm not ranting to start off here. Dodgers won a game, what's the game, number 131? Oh, I mean, obviously, you know I'm not overly satisfied with the series because they lost it, but the good thing is, they didn't get swept. They avoided that. And at least they got the final game here to even the division back up, tie it back up, and they still have the tiebreaker as well. I'd say definitely I would say so far this season, I'd say it might be the biggest win so far they've had this season. But I'll talk about more of the win with a moment in a moment, but Dodgers had some big hits in this one, especially 7th inning where they scored 5 runs was the big inning there. So good to see the offense actually show some fight, show some urgency, and show some life in this one, because past few games, these first two just haven't seen the urgency, no life. But today they fought in that 7th inning. Finally, some some fight in this one. Dalton rushing with a big home run, the biggest swing of his big league career so far as a rookie. So Dodgers, what is happening? Oh, these fucking notifications. Oh my lord. So Dalton rushing took Jeremiah Estrada deep with 2 men aboard in that 7th inning. 3-run homer. Dodgers ended up taking a 5-2 lead. I don't know about Jeremiah Estrada in that spot. Adrian Barone was raiding the Padres bullpen. The Dodgers probably would have countered that move by hitting Will Smith. I don't know. You probably would have taken your chances with more John. Estrada throws hard, but Marone pitches. Estrada's good, but he's not better than Marone. It doesn't matter at that point. You use your damn all-star. Jeremiah Estrada. He sucked in his career against the Dodgers. He has an ERA of 9.00 with 11 strikeouts and 12 appearances. Why does everyone know that Mike Shildt know that Estrada sucks versus the Dodgers? That's like his kryptonite. He's very good, but when against the Dodgers, he just can't pitch. But you gotta also kind of take into account that he pitched 1.1 innings last night to get 5 outs. But I don't know. You'd probably still take your chances. But Dalton rushing made him pay, worked the count, made him pay, and got the pitch he wanted. But give credit to Dalton rushing, he worked the count, and he got a pitch to hit and crushed it. I guess what I was really saying last night, I guess I was just kind of in the heat of the moment frustrated. I don't think they should trade him. I was just kind of fucking frustrated. But we gotta find a way to get him more consistent at-bats. Though, somehow, whether that's at first base or something, I don't know. But anyways, the great at-bat there and finished it off with a 3-run homer. They was really needed this to avoid the sweep and go back to first in the West, and they have that tiebreaker. Though they are technically one up, you count the tiebreaker. Thought Yamamoto was very solid besides the 2-run home run given up to Elias Diaz of all people. Other than that, I thought he was pretty good. The offense woke up late. Freddie Freeman hit 2 home runs. Rushing hit a 3-run homer, and then Shohei hit one there in the 9th. He really hasn't done much this weekend, but he's had a few hard hit outs. So, about time he got one to go for a homer. His 45th of the season, the MVP. So, both teams are 74 and 57 now, so Dodgers, they go back home to play the Cincinnati Reds, who are in that wild card mix, so that's not going to be an easy series by any means. But yeah, very good sweep, or to avoid the sweep. So Yamamoto kept him in the game. The offense, just besides the first inning where They loaded the base and only scored 1 run. And then Yamamoto gave it the 2-run homer, but he kept them in the game. The offense finally come through. But yeah, Jeremiah Estrada's stats versus everyone other than the Dodgers is 53 innings, 3 homers versus the Dodgers, 6.1 innings, and 5 home runs given up. And that was really the reason we won today. They hit 4 total home runs. Freddie hit 2, Ohtani hit 1, and then Rushing hit that big 3-run homer. So really the power won the Dodgers game 4 home runs, while the Padres only had that 2-run homer. So yeah, Dodgers improved to 74 and 57. The Padres dropped to 74 and 57. Tied in the NL West. Technically first conclude the tiebreaker. Dodgers had 9 hits for 8 runs. They scored 1 in the first, 1 in the 6th, 7 in the 5th, and then 1 in the 9th. Padres, they had 5 hits for 2 runs, 2 in the 3rd. Other than that 3rd inning, they never really threatened. Besides that Sheets double where there was a runner on second with no outs and they didn't score. So that's your team stats. Just going to go over more stuff here. So the high leverage arms got some work. Tanner Scott, Kirby Yates, they got a little bit of work in the 8th and 9th innings. Which they look solid. You know, it's good to get a big lead so we could actually use them. They look fine out there. And they have the tiebreaker after going 9-4 against them this season. And beat them 8-2 today, moved back into a tie. So, most important, they got that tiebreaker and they went 9-4 against them this year. I thought they played pretty well against them until the first 2 games of this series. They just hadn't been playing well. Also, Alex Freeland made a nice play in that 9th inning, a barehand play at third base to throw out Will Wagner. Who? Exactly. But yeah, the offense was good. It was good to see him come to life in the 7th inning with a 3-run homer and 2-run homer. That's definitely the biggest home run of Dalton Rushing's career so far. It's just at the start I was getting frustrated because this team just strikes out way too much, especially at the start of the game. Like, they struck out 7 times, I think, in the 6 innings. Pavetta pitch. He struggled to start. Walk, single, walk. And then, of course, we get robbed of a grand slam, typical. Every team turns into a gold glove team when they play us. But Mookie Betts singled during the second at-bat of the game, and 14 at-bats later, it was still the only Dodger hit. It's problem I have is this offense makes it to where the pitchers can't give up a single run because the lineup is incapable of scoring more than 1 run. That's what I was thinking, first few innings. I was getting more and more frustrated. And the pitch, Yamamoto hung. You can't let the 9-hitter take you deep. The offense, though, I was feeling like, just makes it to where our pitchers literally have to be perfect because they can't do anything. And they really didn't until the 7th inning. Which I'm glad they come through because they needed to. Couldn't afford to go down 2 games. There's a lot of games left in the regular season, but can't go down 2 games. And Conforto, sure, I'll give him a tiny bit of credit. He drew a walk in that 7th inning after Pages got on base, but he still went 0 for 2. I think he had a hard hit line out, but I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt. But at least he got a walk to get on base. And he also struck out. That's your Conforto experience. Walk, a hard hit line out, strikeout. Saw 3 pitches right over the plate and didn't swing 2 of them. But it was just brutal at the start. No outs, and you only end up with 1 run against a really good pitcher, Nick Pivetta. And I know Laureano robbed Teo of a grand slam, and a run still scored. But they still had 1st and 3rd, and of course they struck out both times after that. But at least after that, they rallied back, which is what I want to see. I want to see some fight. They sure showed it today. Let's talk about Yamamoto. Goes 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts over 6 innings for Yoshi Yamamoto. Besides that 2-run homer, he gave up to Elias Diaz, of all people. Thought he looked pretty good. 2.9 ERA on the season. Even Colorado, I thought he had a great outing for Coors Field standards. So, another great performance by Yamamoto. 92 pitches, 60 strikes. He actually got some run support. He went more splitter heavy, 23 more than any other pitch. And he got a 35% chase whiff percentage, or whatever the fuck that stat is. And besides that 2-run homer, I thought he came through. And what was a very huge game. Down 2 games instead of tied as... could have been down 2 games. Instead of tied. Is where we did not want to be. And he came through today. Gave us what we needed. Gave us 6 good innings. And he actually got some run support there. So yeah, great from Yamamoto. The bullpen, Jack Dreyer, 0.2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Then Blake Trinan, 0.1 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Tanner Scott, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. His first game back from the injured list. We actually got to use our 2 guys that have been activated from the IL. And Kirby Yates, 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. So perfect game from the bullpen here. For the offense, we already went over the team stats. Go to the player stats. Ohtani, 1 for 4, a walk, and RBI with solo homer, scored 2 runs. His 45th home run of the season. MVP. Mookie, 3 for 4, a walk, and an RBI, and a run scored, a 3-hit game for Mookie Betts. So good to see a 3-hit game. Freeman, 2 for 4, walk, 3 RBIs, 2 homers. A 2-homer game from Freddie Freeman. Drives in 3 runs. His 21st career multi-homer game. Great game from Freddie Freeman. It's what I've been saying with the Dodgers. It's what I've been saying. This team goes as the top 3 goes. The top 3 in the lineup today. 6 for 12. 3 walks. 4 RBIs. 3 homers. And they scored 5 runs. This team goes as Ohtani, Mookie, and Freddie go. If they're hitting, this team can win. If they don't win. That's really what this team is built on. Their top 3 hitters. And you have other guys that will come back, like Muncy, Kike big for the postseason, Tommy Edman. This lineup will look different. Which is kind of what we're banking on, to be honest. The top 3 hit, and they get Muncy and Edman back, and Kike from injury, and then we'll have more flexibility with options on the bench. Teo, 0 for 4 and a walk, got robbed of a grand slam, and almost hit a homer that went foul. Freeland went 0 for 4, but he had a nice defensive play. Conforto, 0 for 2, a walk, and a run scored. Alex Call, pinch hitting, 1 for 1. I believe he had a double, if I'm not mistaken. Man, hopefully he'll actually get more playing time. Rojas, 0 for 4 and rushing, 1 for 4, 3 RBIs with a 3-run homer. For the Padres, Pivetta, 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. He was pretty good after that first inning. Only 2 hits and 2 earned runs. Jeremiah Estrada, 0.2 innings, 3 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Lenny Peralta, 1.1 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 1 strikeout. Yuki Masui, 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run, no walks, no strikeouts for the offense. Tatis, 0 for 3 and a walk, Arise 0 for 4, Machado 1 for 4, O'Hearn 0 for 4. Bogarts 0 for 3, Wagner 0 for 1, Sheets 2 for 4, Laureano 0 for 3, Cronenworth 1 for 2, a walk and a run scored, and Diaz 1 for 3 and 2 RBIs with a 2-run homer. So 8-2, both teams 74 and 57. Let's go over scoring summary. Top of the first, Teo sack fly. Bottom of the third, Diaz 2-run homer. Top of the sixth, Freddie Freeman homer. Top of the seventh, rushing homer, Freeman homer, and the top of the seventh, top of the ninth, Ohtani homer. So 7 of their 8 runs were via the home run. So Dodgers were really slugging today. 4 homers, 4-1. So yeah, like I said, overall I'm not satisfied with the series because they lost 2 out of 3, but it's better than getting swept. So they could at least tie the division back up and technically 1 game lead if you count the tiebreaker. But they go back home to play the Cincinnati Reds, a team of the wild card mix. It's going to be tough. Tomorrow it'll be Hunter Green versus Emmett Sheen. That's going to be tough against Hunter Green. Monday, Tuesday, Clayton Kershaw against Nick Martinez. Wednesday, it's Shohei Ohtani against don't know who, TBD. But the Dodgers pitchers will be Shane, Kershaw, and Ohtani tomorrow, 10:10. Tuesday, 10:10. And I believe 8:40 Wednesday. But yeah, that's all to say here. Leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. And next time, peace. Leave your thoughts in the comments section below.